over.
Hello and welcome to That Atheist Show. My name is Preston, that atheist.
And I'm Connie, that atheist lady. And welcome to this special edition episode of That Atheist Show. We have Imoh David. He is an atheist activist in Nigeria. Some of you may remember him from a previous episode that we did. We just wanted to bring him on and talk about some of the things that have been happening since the release of his book.
Imoh, thank you for joining us today. How are you doing?
I'm doing very great, Koni and Preston.
So, one of the things that we kind of want to go over, especially that's been happening, is since the release of your book on atheist activism, you've basically been the first one to openly speak about atheism in a country that's fully immersed in just full religious extremism. You've got Boko Haram over there, you've got Christians that have been introduced to the Bible and they're actually casting their children away as witches. What have you been experiencing? What's been going on since the release of your book?
Okay, thank you very much, Preston. Actually, before me there was a man in Nigeria called Taye Solarin. He was an educationist and a philanthropist, and he built a free school, and he was an atheist.
Oh.
But not recently. However, we can't say that there is any atheist in Nigeria that has written a book that has been completely dedicated to the criticism and attack of religious beliefs.
Right.
Yes, we have other atheists in Nigeria, and they do come online to be vocal. And it's a largely religious country, so we don't have access to the mass media like the television and the newspaper. So we have others, but I am the first to be known to make an international publication on attacking religious beliefs.
And it's awesome
however,
well, you ended up on Amazon on one of the bestseller lists for top releases having to do with atheism, where Richard Dawkins was on that list as well. That's quite an accomplishment. How do you feel about that?
I am very surprised to have seen that it was barely 5 days after the release of the book. It was 13. It wasn't even up to 5 days. My friend called me and I looked at it. I said, "Is this real? Could something be wrong?" Then some days after, the Kindle edition was number 5.
Right,
the list on Amazon, Amazon's best-selling hot new releases in atheism. That's how it's called.
Right.
So, and it's always updated hourly, every hour, and so on.
That's awesome.
And I was quite surprised. I didn't expect that kind of support. I was actually more concerned about saying my mind and getting it done, because it is something that was been heavy on my mind. I didn't know if it would get the kind of attention that is gradually getting now.
Right.
So to answer your previous question on the attention I've been getting, usually an atheist is always somebody that is not safe, that is not actually patronized in a good way by the religions, by the overall population, especially if he's living in a highly religious country. Above every other thing, he will not be safe. And so it's actually not new to me. Even before I wrote the book, I have been on social media. I've been talking. I've written articles on Nigerian newspapers. So actually, I can say that I am one of the first to come out on to have an atheist one of the first atheists to have his publication on the Nigerian newspaper openly attacking religion and Nigerian pastors and their churches. So during that period when I was made known to the mass media, to the Nigerian public. I faced a lot of threats. People traced me to my Facebook account, my Twitter account, and they were all over doing what they know how to do best, threatening both with the imaginary threats and the real ones.
Right.
So right from that time, I have been having series of attacks on my social media account, but it stopped for a while, just a brief 1 week. Facebook will be notifying you somebody is trying to enter into your password. If you are the one, let us, that kind of message. Yes. So just few days ago, is it 2 days ago? They reported my Wikipedia account, and they took it down. I don't know. I can't get the actual details of the reason why Wikipedia took it down, but I don't have real details on Wikipedia since I don't
Right.
know how to run a Wikipedia account. But the person that helped me create the Wikipedia account told me that so when somebody reports a Wikipedia article or profile, that Wikipedia puts it out there like a talk forum where Wikipedians, that is people that have Wikipedia accounts, they'll come in and vote. So he said that people that came in into the forum debating on my forum, on my profile, they overwhelmingly voted against the profile to be taken down.
Wow.
So that is how the profile was taken down.
So they
So
are
that is
saying that
that.
there was a forum of Wikipedia people who have say over what articles are allowed or not?
I think the
Yes,
general
like
community can flag it. If enough people flag it, it gets taken down. Kind of like Craigslist, where like if enough people say it's inappropriate, then it disappears.
So that means that enough people got together to say that it was inappropriate for it to be taken.
Yeah.
yes, that it should be taken out. It should be taken down. And prior to that, and some people actually were not happy about the book. Definitely you can't write about religion and expect people to be happy about that. You can't attacking their favorite toy and not expect them to put you to return the favor of putting in an uncomfortable way. So that is it. And I was very surprised. I was thinking that nobody could go towards that extent to follow me up to that extent. But now that I have seen it, I know it could be is real, and I've seen the forces of religion in places like Bangladesh, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and so on, even in my own country. So I have no I can't doubt any possibility of their absurdities. They can do anything.
Absolutely, they have enough numbers. They have enough people, especially in those areas where there's a lack of education for people to grow out of it, people to dismiss it. It's not impossible. There are many, as you said earlier, many atheists out there, but you're up against a force that's very deeply embedded in the
But
country.
what?
You're up against a force that's embedded in the country that the people who are religious over there, they've already been in this primitive state of religion for so long that it's hard for them to grasp what you're trying to do. All you're trying to do is educate. You're trying to inform
Yes,
them.
yeah, yes, actually, there's nothing much I am doing, only trying to inform. My
Yeah,
book
exactly. You're
basically
trying to
is
inform
just
them,
just
right?
yes. I'm bringing out pictures of what religion is, practical real life experiences, not made up stories that they themselves they are aware of, and also bringing out some critical arguments on some of these things
Exactly.
that it should not be taken to the heart. It should not be taken with so much extremism that is
Right.
dangerous for them the religious and us the non-religious. That it is better we take it like a complete comedy.
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
and you know this kind of stuff, it offends them so much.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Because
There's this. there's this quote I saw. Is it? I can't place his name, but I know there's a Samuel in his name. He said that some people are willing to kill the truth if the truth will kill their religion.
Exactly. Yeah. They really, really believe it because they've been told, and they are scared that if they say they don't believe it, then they're going to be cast out of their families and things of that nature. So they don't like you stirring the pot.
Well, they think you're going to drag them
Yes,
down to the worst depths of hell because that's what the book says. Their book says any non-believer that tries to tell you otherwise of what this book tells you is just trying to get you killed. That's it. And don't
Hmm.
believe them. If you believe them, you're going to be burning in eternal hellfire, and it's just crazy. It's crazy because it creates situations like this to where just somebody speaking out about the facts, they lash out. They report your
Yeah.
page. They get you shut down. That's crazy. That is so crazy.
Especially, and then because this is what happens whenever somebody speaks out and whenever somebody is open and vocal about not believing, that just helps the thinking that, oh, if you're a non-believer, bad things happen to you.
Right.
And it's not that God's punishing anybody or that
It's
God
humans.
is making these things happen. It's just human behavior and human nature at its very worst. And
yes,
all activists are trying to do is say, hey, it's okay to not believe these things. Humans are actually at our core are not bad. It's whenever you get these ideas into our heads that cause us to do bad things.
Right.
And so we want to get rid of these ideas, and that is threatening to
yes,
them.
yes. That is true. And personally, in my own point of view, I'm not asking people to become atheists.
Right.
Atheism is nothing other than a personal outlook, a personal a
Choice.
personal conclusion based on
Exactly.
observation.
Exactly.
But I am more interested in having a good and loving neighbor around me, a good
Mhm.
human being. I don't want to live in a world where somebody will want to stab somebody over a piece of book,
Mhm.
over a cartoon, over a disagreement on whose imaginary friend is more legitimate,
Right.
whose concept of some celestial paradise is better than the other. It's not what us fighting for. If for example, now nobody will ever sit down to write a book simply because people are infatuated about comics, comic character. Let's say Spider-Man, Superman, Batman. Maybe this one says my favorite character is Batman. My favorite. Nobody sits down to write that because Batman and Superman will never make anybody go and make laws that to make people wear their pants.
Right.
Those their costumes.
Exactly.
But the religious wants to
You're breaking up.
make law also according to some of these things that are written by primitive men, primitive characters, and want to force this thing. Oh, I'm breaking up.
Yeah, you're
Hello, can
breaking
you
up.
hear me?
Now you're breaking up a little bit more. Try again.
Okay,
All right.
okay. Can you hear
So
me now?
it's all right. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can
All
hear you.
right.
Yeah.
So okay. Sorry, our network here can be very funny
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's
So
understandable.
so basically, people reading comic books and getting attached to some of these comic characters. It doesn't drive anybody wild. It doesn't drive anybody crazy. You
Mhm.
won't see anybody sit down to write about that. It is because people are acting in a kind of way that is not funny, that is very dangerous, that is very humiliating, that is very destructive to both themselves and the people around them. That is why people take some of these things very, very seriously. And we think that it is very necessary that we have to educate our people. We need to inform our environment that they can do better than this. You
Absolutely.
know, for example, now, if a religious person should listen to this interview now, rather than the person to be calm, the person will be provoked. He or she will be swelling like a toad with anger. So what is wrong
Well, I have a perfect example of exactly what you're talking about.
with
For
this guy?
most,
Something should happen to this guy. Are you mad if you give him an opportunity now to come now and speak now? He will start.
you're breaking up a bit, but
Okay.
I have an example
Can
of
you?
what you were just saying. People on our page, on our YouTube channel, they will go to our videos, and just the name of our show alone, that atheist show, will provoke these people. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they believe. I don't care what they believe. What they do is they jump on and they comment something really ridiculous and derogatory for no reason at all. They did
They
not
don't
watch
even.
the
Yeah.
episode. They didn't watch even 5 minutes of the episode. They just jump. They see the name of our show and they jump on and they say, "Oh, you guys should need to believe. You're going to go to hell," and blah blah blah. And it's like this irrational reaction is a direct result of their lack of rationality. And it's something that they grew into, that somebody put this idea into their head that when you see these atheists, you go tell them that they're going to go to hell. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah. We've actually had one that said that we should just die, that he
Yeah.
wanted us to die.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
You were
just like,
just
really? You want us to die because we have a YouTube show? That is so ridiculous.
It's kind of scary,
There,
but
there, there is one that came to my Facebook inbox, and I was telling me I give you 7 hours to is it 7 hours or 7 days to give your life to Christ, or you will die.
what?
You will see people coming to my inbox with saying, I command the fire that Elijah used in killing those children come down and burn you. So sometimes I do reason, if actually there was such a power, it means these people, they will go around committing genocide all
Yeah.
over the place. Let's just assume they had such a capability. It means all will not be well.
Mm-hmm.
All will not be well, because for you to even imagine that it is very, very okay for you to send fire to somebody to die simply because the person doesn't see things in your point of view, you are very dangerous.
Exactly.
You are very dangerous. Your psychology, whatever is sponsoring such psychology should not allow to live long.
Right. And these people that think that way, they're theocratic, meaning that they believe that the Bibles or whatever holy text they read should dictate what governments determine their citizens should be able to do. So they're believing that these theistic laws that are in the Bible, such as Leviticus, you should stone a woman that's been raped for being raped, like all these crazy,
Yes,
insane
exactly.
laws
You are
that
very
they
correct.
believe are justified only because the holy text says so, and only because God wrote the holy text.
Let me tell you what just happened.
Okay. Are you there?
Let me tell you what just happened in Nigeria.
Go ahead.
Something just happened recently in Nigeria, in the city of Lagos. The Lagos state because Lagos is a state here in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
The House of Assembly, somebody once raised a motion that they should ban certain shows on cable channel that is talking about transgender people, that is showing transgender people, that is going to affect people here to be transgender. They should ban such a show that doesn't give glory to God, and so on. And it is very
No.
common, even in our universities. Even in our universities here, you have let's say a dean of a faculty who is just elected into the faculty. He just came and banned women from wearing trousers, because there are some churches here in Nigeria, they think that if women wear trousers, I understand you people call it pants in America, but we call it trousers here.
Yeah. Pants. Just regular.
They
For
believe
Americans
that
watching, he's talking about pants.
Okay. So he banned that in school, in the university, that
Wow.
every female student in his faculty should not wear that, because his church does not allow that. And it happens, it's very, 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 very so.
But
It's very, very sad. You know,
but
there,
they have to wear
there's
skirts.
also a state here. Yeah, yes, they do. They wear skirts, compulsory in the department of.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
And that's. Are you still there? I think he's breaking up here.
Yeah.
Oh, he just disconnected.
Uh-oh, we lost him. Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
I think he's
Well,
trying to get him back though.
yeah. Okay. Well, what he was basically saying is that religion has such control in that country that there are actually rules and laws being made that cause the whole country, or, at least the schools and things, to follow those religious rules,
Which only pertain to specific churches.
yeah,
This
specific
dude's church
churches.
said they shouldn't wear trousers, therefore no woman should wear trousers.
Yeah. So they're not even just adhering to one denomination of silliness. They're trying to be like, oh, well, we don't want to, risk this one denomination from going to hell. So that's even worse than what people are trying to do here in America.
That's
It,
crazy.
yeah.
Are you
Okay.
there?
Are you there,
Yes,
Emo?
yes, I am there now.
Okay, we
Sorry,
lost
there
you
was a
there.
brief shortcut in the network.
That's fine.
It's okay. Okay, so you were talking about laws that have been put into place in the different states in Nigeria.
Yes, yes, yes. Actually, there was. It's very common for students or pupils to be praying in schools. So understand that somebody that was heading the Ministry of Education in one of the states here, they call it Cross River, that this person had to ban morning prayers in school. So people revolted in the state and they were angry. The church protested against it. So in the end, the governor got him fired from his job.
Mm-hmm. That happened where?
It's
Where did you say that happened?
Cross River State in Nigeria.
Cross River State, because they were trying to ban morning prayer of a certain religion or just overall.
Yes. No, overall, the permanent secretary wanted to stop all morning prayers, and whatever reason that he or she gave, I don't know, but I think it's not even important.
Yeah, the people revolted is
For
the
us,
point.
it's not. Yes, yes, people revolted, and he lost his job because of that.
Wow. And I mean,
He got
here
fired.
we have a sort of tug of war going on in schools and all kinds of government funded institutions, to whereas public schools here, they had the ability to say like a certain prayer, the Our Father in certain states, over their morning speeches, and then that became a big deal to where we had to stop them from doing that over the loudspeaker, because they are government funded, publicly funded schools, they shouldn't be holding a religion. I went to a Catholic school when I was in New York City, and we said freaking prayers every day. We went to the church every week. We sang chorus. We sung all that stuff. But when you're in a public school here, it's not supposed to happen. Now, because of that whole tug of war, the Christians cry persecution, when in reality, all you have to do is go to a Christian school and you can do anything you want relating to Christianity. And nobody's oppressing it, nobody's burning it down, nobody's blowing up the schools, everything is fine. So it's like a fake persecution here, where over there you've got the people causing people to lose jobs
Yes,
and
yes,
stuff
the
over
people
it.
support
Yeah,
and and stuff and sometimes this thing drives them very violent against other people. For example, a pastor went and burnt a traditional shrine. These people that the native African, the traditional African religion, he burnt their shrine, he burnt their gods.
Hmm.
African traditional beliefs.
You're breaking up.
Them they believe in so many gods. They are polytheists. So he just burnt all those things. He just went in and burnt the things that it is his rights.
You're breaking
Yes.
up. You're
Okay.
breaking
Okay.
up bad. I
Sorry.
don't
So
know.
this pastor just went into a shrine and just burnt all the gods, Sorry about that.
Hold on. Let me try to
audible now?
recap what you're saying
Hello, can
here.
you hear me?
Yeah, let me try to recap what you're saying. You're saying that a pastor went to an area and bombed something? Hello? Were you able to catch this?
A pastor went to a traditional worship center. Yes, an African traditional worship center. No, African shrine, a shrine where traditional worshippers, people
Okay,
that believe
so
in
you're talking about the
African native
native
God.
African religions, the native ones that are before Christianity was
Religion,
introduced.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
I got what you're saying.
yes. We still have people. Yes. We still have people that they worshippers there. They are
Right.
polytheists. So this pastor went into the shrine and burnt it down. Their place of worship, he burnt it down. Their altar, their sacred place, he burnt it down. And the Christians, we know the news was on the internet. They were clapping and rejoiced over it
Wow.
and said that wow, you are doing a good job. So if you
Wow.
ask, is this not the same thing? Is this not the same thing that the Islamic fundamentalists
Yep.
would do?
Exactly the
That
same.
the
Yeah.
Boko Haram or ISIS would
Mhm.
do? But
Absolutely.
since it is your religion, is burning somebody else's religion, you think it is very good.
Mhm.
Can you see why you are one-sided? Can you see how this thing is making you very dangerous to another person? That
Absolutely.
is always the point. And the thing is that the religion itself is not even promoting unity among them. They fight themselves. That's why they have over 2,000 denominations. The Catholics, the Jehovah Witnesses, the Sabbath, the Mormon, and so on. Even the Pentecostals, they are up to thousands.
Yeah, they're up to like 40 something thousand.
Uh,
Connie knows that.
41,000. 41,000
so
different
Connie
denominations.
knows that very well.
with their different beliefs.
That's fucking crazy.
So,
So,
beliefs.
and now I have a
Yes.
question about the
So-
polytheists though. Are the polytheists they're probably normal peaceful people, aren't they? They don't go around telling people to believe what they believe
They are
in, do
they are very normal and peaceful. You don't even see them. They don't even speak. Normally the African traditional religion, generally
Well, they believe in nature and
polytheism.
stuff. They honor nature, don't they? I think we lost him again.
Well, it sounds like what he's
The
saying.
polytheists, they have this natural
Okay, yeah.
You
So,
break.
mindset that
They have a nature-centered mindset. I think is what he's saying. You're breaking up really bad.
yeah, I think what it sounded like he was saying is that basically the native African religion there seems very similar to what the Native Americans practiced before Christianity came over here and ruined it all.
And destroyed
And
everything.
yeah, and so it sounds like the exact same thing is happening right now in Africa. So it's kind of like it's a repeat of history, just on a different continent.
And it's on a different continent because we, as a world, have a very stereotypical view of that country. We hear Africa and immediately think that every single person there is uneducated or polytheist or
We think that
going
they
around
live in
tribal,
huts.
and they're
That they
doing
live
the
in huts and
dances.
they run around naked. Yeah.
Exactly. We think that, immediately when you mention Africa, which is a fucking problem. It is such a
Yeah.
problem because there are so many people there who require help. Just help from so many things and things that most of the rest of the world has already been helped with. Things such as technologies and stuff like that. Like they have civilized areas there, but they're not as advanced, nearly as advanced as anyone else.
Well, and then also you have to think that they were doing just fine over there with their way of life before we came along and told them that they were doing it wrong
Right.
and that they needed to be doing it this way. And then now, since we're over there telling them that they need to be doing it our way, they have begun to have these problems because they don't have access to freely do what their culture previously allowed them to do. And
Imoh, are you there?
is he there now?
yes, I'm with you. Yes,
All
I'm
right,
with
cool.
you.
Are you on Wi-Fi or are you on the actual network?
I'm on the actual network, a mobile network.
Okay.
Oh, he's on a phone.
Okay.
Okay, we have a question from the audience. Let's see. What is the relationship between Muslims and Christians in Nigeria? Which side would you say has the more extreme views?
That's a good question.
All right, thank you very much. The relationship between Muslims and Christians in Nigeria, it's very terrible. It's not just divided between religious lines. It moves into ethnic
You broke up there for. Said it separates into communities?
ethnic divisions. Nigeria is a multicultural society with over 450 ethnic groups, but the majority are the Igbo, Hausas, and the Yorubas. Yes, so the southern part of Nigeria are majorly Muslims, and the northern part are
Oh,
the
you're
southern part
breaking
of
up a
Nigeria
bit.
are Christians, and the northern part are majorly the Muslims. Okay, sorry.
Okay, so you said the majority are the Muslims?
To that, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you
Yes.
now.
Did you say the Muslims are in
Yeah,
the majority?
no, the Muslims, they are the majority in the northern part of Nigeria.
In the
Okay.
north. Okay. And then in the south is the
Yes, why
majority
the Christians?
Christians.
Yes, yeah. Why the South, the Christians are the majority. They have a very terrible relationship. In short, right from the inception of Nigeria since 1960, the Muslims in the North, they have displayed more extremism and intolerance towards other people than the Christians. They've killed more people in the name of religious beliefs. We can't count the numbers of times we've had riots and slaughters in the northern part of Nigeria by Muslims, all in the name of religious extremism and anger towards the Christians for one reason or the other. For example, you will hear that time there was a cartoon or that was drawn in Denmark. Was it Denmark? They started killing people here in Nigeria, something that doesn't have to do with Nigeria.
Wow.
Yes, yes, and from all personal point of view, as a Nigerian atheist, I can tell you with absolute sureness that the average Muslim is a very, very, very violent person.
Wow.
Is more intolerant a
Okay.
Christian. I live among the Christians, and I can sleep with my eyes closed. But I can't say the same if I were to be in the northern Nigeria. There was a case of a Nigerian atheist in the northern Nigeria. He's a Muslim apostate. His name is Mubarak Bala. So he came out in the open on the social media declaring his atheism and so on. Do you know what the Muslim community did? Because he's from a fortunate family.
What did he
They,
do?
they they locked him up. They took him to a psychiatric hospital and locked him up.
Wow. They labeled him
They took
insane
him.
for being an atheist.
Yes,
Wow.
yes. And
And the
the
doctor
funny
has
thing is
no
that
say
for,
over
for
it
the
as long as enough
psychiatric
people say it.
hospital, the doctor who is or could even be a Muslim or whatever could even agree with it that it is people that are mad that don't hold this kind of that hold this kind of view. So he had to take a lot of activism and anger from people around before he could be released.
Wow.
Okay.
That's crazy. That's really crazy.
Okay. So that's our only question from the audience. And so, what direct threats do you feel you are currently facing?
I am I am I honestly I can't say with certainty that writing this book will make me any safer.
Right. Yeah, that's
Anything
given.
anything
Okay, so you feel like writing the book has brought
Yes,
you
that is
under
it.
more
You
danger?
know the book. Yes, yeah, yeah, yes, of course. Yeah, yeah, yes, of course. But I am not afraid. But I know that I am more exposed to danger. But that doesn't mean I'm afraid. What a man that is afraid to live has died so many times before he has been killed.
Yeah.
So even if I get killed tomorrow because I said the truth, it doesn't really
You're breaking up really bad.
matter. It will stop
Okay.
me.
I think maybe we should wrap up the episode. I think we've covered some good topics.
That
We're
person from
just
saying it,
having technical
but
issues.
I
We can't hear you
does
now.
not make me feel any safer.
It's breaking up. Hello?
I think we lost him again. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap up the episode because we did talk to him for.
I am with you.
You're here? Okay.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap up. I think we've talked for about 30 minutes. That's a good amount of time, and I want to be able to, actually hear you well whenever we say goodbye. And so we want to thank you for being on and talking about everything that you've been through. And we wish you luck with the book, and we hope that you stay safe because although you are not afraid of dying for your cause, we really would hate to see that happen. So thank you for coming on and bringing awareness to the issues in Nigeria, because a lot of people just don't have any idea. They don't think about it because it's not in their own backyard.
Yeah, we need to bring more awareness to the rest of the world because we're all in this together. We're all on the same planet.
Yes.
We need to encourage. I need to encourage people to go out there and get a copy of the book. It's called The Ultimate Cause of Mankind. It's available on Amazon and every other popular online store. It's a very beautiful read.
Thank
Yes,
you.
definitely.
Yes,
Buy the book.
I'm gonna re-say that. Buy the book Ultimate Curse on Mankind on Amazon, written by him. It's about how religion is dangerous, the mind basically, and to many other things. It's definitely a good read. Definitely check it out. It's on the top releases, the top new releases of Amazon. Imoh, anything else you want to say before we go?
Nothing much to say. I just wanna say that that whatever you guys are doing, I encourage you people. Yeah, I mean you, Preston and Koni. I really appreciate for giving me opportunity to come on the platform. And if you can spare me maybe a few minutes, maybe we can try the video call so that people can see me. I'll just say hello to people. Probably some people are curious to see me on video.
Okay.
Here, I'll hang up.
All right. So I'll have it on here. Okay, now we can see. All right, cool. There we are. All right. Can you hear me?
Hello, can you see me?
Yes, we can see you now. Perfect.
Yes, I hear you, but are you seeing me?
Yeah, I can see you on the webcam. All right, there we go. You won't be able to see me here. Let me see if I can turn my thing up. All right. I'm a little bit smaller for everyone else, but that's all right. Okay, so yeah, thank you for coming on. Anything else you want to say? Now that you're on video.
Nothing much. I just wanna thank everybody, the atheists, the free thinking community, the agnostics, whatever. So far, you're a human being. You're a good human being. I want to say thank you very much.
You sound really muffled.
Oh, okay. It's my network.
It's the network. Yeah, all right. Good. Try to like move or something. Are you able to move around the room?
Okay.
It just sounds really muffled.
I just want to say hello to everybody.
That sounds better. Go ahead.
Okay. I just want to say hello to everybody out there. I'm free to be connected with on the social media, or you can just get a copy of my book. Let's not be afraid to talk to the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming on. Stay safe out there, please. We'll keep in touch over social media. Anybody that wants to add him could find him through our page. Check us out below. Subscribe. Check out our Facebook, and we will definitely have you on for more. We'll try to keep this as a regular thing to where we talk, and try to keep exposure happening over there. So we'll hope to talk to you soon. You have a good day. Or have a good night, because it's night over there. Alright, we'll see you.